Hi, welcome to our first episode of Wildlife Wednesdays. My name is Lauren Wilson, and I manage interns here at the Kentucky Wildlife Center, as well as do a bunch of the animal care.
Hello, my name is Chandler. I also help with all the animal care here, and I'm the public relations coordinator. Today we're going to talk to you a little bit about Nestboxes and how to build them. Here, I don't know if you can see him. This is Oliver. He's an eastern gray squirrel. He's one of our education ambassadors. He's a little camera shy, kind of nervous today, so bear with us. He's going to be assisting us in our Nestbox building.
So last week was National Nestbox Week, and we just want to take a minute to talk to you about the importance of nest boxes and show you that they're not only for birds. Natural nest sites are slowly decreasing, and adding nest boxes to our backyards can help populations increase. Having nest boxes can also benefit people. Watching animals in nest boxes is proven to reduce stress, and it can also bring awareness to wildlife that's around us all the time that we might not notice. So, for example, one really cool nest box is a bat box. So, bat boxes kind of attract bats to our houses, but they keep them out of our attics and chimneys or places where we don't really want them. So these can go up in trees, on the side of our houses, really wherever you'd like to put them. So a lot of people are scared of bats, but they are very important to have around, and they are key pollinators, as well as they eat a lot of pests like mosquitoes. Some species of bats can eat up to 1,000 mosquitoes in an hour.
Nest boxes are not only good for nesting, but they're good places for animals to raise their young in, have their babies. They're safe. Most animals will use dead or decaying trees, dense foliage, fallen branches to nest in or live in. However, there is a problem rising with increase in development. More and more trees are being taken away every single day, which is decreasing the natural structures that these animals have to live and to nest in. It's posing a huge threat to our native wildlife. One thing that is really important to keep in mind that every species is different in the way that they like to nest or where they want to nest. And when you're building a nest box, you'll want to know that it's species specific. Depending on what animal you're building a nest box for will depend on what area you want to put that nest box in. Today we're going to show you all how to build a nest box for a squirrel or for small owls. Some things that it's really important that you want to keep in mind is making sure that the hole is an adequate and appropriate size for the animal that you're building it for. You'll want to make sure that the height of the box where you're placing it is appropriate for that animal. So for the squirrels, you'll want to place it midway up a tree, depending on how tall that tree is. For things like bats in our bat box, you can put it on the tops of trees, near the tops of them, or on the siding of your house. Is good for bat boxes. You'll always want to use untreated wood like pine or cedar, no matter what box that you're building for or for what animal. These are both pine boxes that we've used. For good insulation, you'll want to make sure that your wood is 3/4 of an inch thick. And in order to keep the rain out, you'll want to make sure that the roof is extended or sloped. One other thing that is really important for babies especially is to have a rough grooved interior, and here in just a minute when we show you how to build them, you'll see where to properly place it so the babies and fledglings can get out more easily.
So today we're going to show you how to make a nest box just like this one. This one can be used for squirrels and small owls. We made this here out of donated wood and supplies. So all you'll need for this are plywood. We, like Chandler said, use untreated wood like pine or cedar. This is pine. And then some nails. You can also use a drill. And then we also use a little bit of wood glue.
So step one is you want to make sure that you have all of your materials that you're going to need. We have all of the wood already pre-cut. In the comments below, you'll see the measurements for every piece. And then over here, we have 2 different size nails, a hammer, and our Gorilla wood glue.
All right, so step one, you want to take the front of your nest box with the hole in it and your perch, the that you've already pre-cut. We're gonna glue it onto the front. So the perches are really important to have in a nest box so that the babies are able to climb out. So this perch is gonna end up being on the inside of our nest box. 2, you wanna take a piece of your cut wood and place at the bottom here. So it's like an indent you want to see because you don't want your board side piece to be all the way at the bottom. You want to measure that out and then take your glue all the way down the side. Place it along the edge. Make sure it's all lined up properly. And you want to hold it there for a few seconds before you move or do anything, otherwise it will not stay in place. And then we'll do the same with the second side. So your next step, you want to take your bottom piece of wood and glue it on each side and bottom. And then you'll want to kind of wedge it in between each of your side pieces, making sure that it's flush with each. So we went ahead and nailed some nails into the sides, so the bottom is secure now. So it's been glued and nailed on both sides. So now that the glue's set and we have the nails in on the bottom pieces, we'll want to flip this over so we can nail in here to the back post. Okay, so the next step is we're going to take the lid and we're going to put it on the top. So we're going to just glue it first and then we're going to nail it. We went ahead and nailed 4 nails in to each side on the top for extra security. So now we want to take the face of our nest box. So we want to remember not to forget our little perch, which has set by now. I like to put a nail in it, so you want to make sure you're using a short nail. The perch, like I said before, is really important. So now it's really secure and it's not going to fall off. No babies are going to get stuck inside of this nest box. So we're going to want to put our glue on the edges of our... And then we'll also put some on the top, just to be safe. And then the perch is going to go on the inside of the box. So you just want to do it the best you can and let it set. So the next step would be to put a little step on the front for little baby squirrels or baby birds, baby owls to be able to come in and out. First, we're gonna glue it. We wanna make sure everything's glued and hammered in with the nails for extra security. After you glue, just flip it over right underneath the hole and push down. Set on your little step, you'll want to go ahead and put your nail in. We just put one right in the middle for it. And then we also added another little perch up top. I just am going to glue it. I don't really even think it needs a nail, but you can if you want. But we just glue it kind of right to the top. It just kind of makes it look more put together.
So now that we have our nest boxes completely finished for small owls like your screech owl or for eastern gray squirrels, we're going to see if it's Oliver approved. If we can get him to come participate anyways. Come here, buddy.